Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. I can't believe it, guys. It's here. The Gotham Knights series premiere. Oh my gosh. In case you guys don't know, I think a lot of you do know, I have been heavily criticizing, pretty much attacking this whole entire concept, this whole idea of this series. And when it was first in development, I'm like, what? And then the more information in terms of, okay, it's actually being officially worked on in terms of a pilot. Here's a synopsis. It's being greenlit for a full season. I think 13 episodes, I think, is the total. But regardless, the show is real. Like, I've been heavily criticizing this so much. Now, last night, the premiere happened. I'm filming this the next morning. And I saw a number of people on Twitter actually tweeting and posting saying that they're actually surprised by how much they enjoyed the episode, the premiere of Gotham Knights. There were some people that it's clear based off their profile name and profile picture that they are pro, Misha Collins from Supernatural. Everyone recognizes him from Supernatural. He's playing Harvey Dent. So I'm like, I don't know if I could trust them, but there's other people that were saying the same thing, and it's pretty clear that they don't have a bias towards an actor or towards, a particular thing of just trying to force themselves to like it. And also as well, the CW, as I have stated several times and others have stated several times, the CW is terrible at marketing. Terrible at marketing. Look at how they marketed Batwoman Season 1. Now, Batwoman Season 1 was not a 10 out of 10, but the marketing leading up to the show's premiere was terrible. But the show was actually way better than the marketing. So this may be the case here. I'm going to try to go in and leave as much as I possibly can in terms of my critique, my attacks against this show at the door, as they say, and see what happens. Let's see what happens here. I'm worried. I'm nervous. But let's dive in. Let's see what happens. And who knows? They may win me over. Who knows? Let's dive in, guys. Let's check it out.
In a city filled with orphans. Why me? Turns out, that wasn't the only secret he was keeping. Where is he anyway? He said he was going to be here.
Guessing he had to work late?
Can't show Bruce on TV that much, so. Good catch, Carrie.
Thanks.
Desecrating your father's house, I see.
Who are you?
Carry on. Somebody broke into the good stuff. Is your dad gonna be okay with that?
I don't think he'll miss it.
I think he's gonna be
As
dead.
your best friend, I'm telling you he's not gonna miss.
Oh. Okay. I would think they would not be able to actually break in. I would think Bruce would have some high-tech defense,
There you are, you 38 caliber kitty.
He's stealing a
You got
gun.
paid $100K to steal an old gun. She's the one Joe Chill used to pop Bruce Wayne's mom and dad.
Okay, that makes
The
sense.
barrel's warm.
Yeah. And Bruce was pushed out that window. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have been. Who hired you? The music. Yep, you're screwed. Yep. Oh, they stole a police car. They were just stealing some regular car. They're there not to stop the party, but to tell you, the bat is dead.
Everybody relax. I don't even know how to tell you this.
He can already figure it out.
He's dead. I am going to find who did this, and I'm going to make them pay.
I really want to know how they're going to reveal, how that, like, Bruce, like, literally, I don't know.
Did you know he was Batman?
I'm assuming no.
He can't be Batman.
Wow, the music. Right away to the Batcave, it seems. Batmobile. Yeah.
Got an anonymous tip on where Wayne's killers might be holed up. Good.
Probably the people who set them up.
We didn't kill anyone.
An entire city thinks that we killed Batman.
Well, they don't know that yet.
Whoever set us up. Want to get out of here now?
Yeah, now.
Now's our chance.
I want to know who hired them. Like, I'm assuming they would know, wouldn't they? Oh, they're gonna get him. Yep.
He took a scared, broken kid from the worst part of Gotham, and raised me as his own. He stood for will always live on.
Because we're the Gotham Knights.
No, it's not gonna
bring your dad back, but I thought you might find a little solace knowing that we got him. We're gonna find whoever it was.
Are you sure?
Good luck with that.
With no Batman, who's gonna solve the murder of Bruce Wayne?
Cressida.
I will let slide the occasional pillaging of the wine
It's like
cellar.
their version of Alfred,
Truancy
maybe?
is another Your father had Alfred. You have me.
Okay, so there was an
Try to keep
Alfred.
it more fun now.
I would like to speak with my legal counsel.
And you shouldn't have shattered her kneecap.
She shouldn't have tried to get me to plead guilty to something I didn't do.
So, is it true?
It's
Are
true,
you
I
really
think.
the Joker's daughter?
Maybe not.
Is that why you murdered Batman?
Somebody paid me to do something that you say I would have happily done for free. I mean, I'm not a big fancy lawyer.
You doing okay?
No. Don't ask stupid questions like that.
Steph told me how rough it's been on you. At least you don't have to keep the secret any longer. It must be a relief.
He actually didn't know. Yeah, but who the...
Which means they
I'm still
knew
trying to
my
figure
dad
out how
better than
Bruce was, like, allowed that to happen. You know what I'm saying? He's fucking Batman, you know?
And maybe I know that you are not a killer.
No,
Trying to figure out who did it.
you're just desperate for money. You're just trying to turn us against each other.
I'm just trying to get the truth.
Well, then listen.
I'm the one who killed Bruce Wayne.
Oh,
Shell
Jesus.
corporations.
I doubt you're gonna find out who pulled the money out for this killing through this.
Just give me the name of who paid them. I'll do the rest.
You're gonna kill them?
No.
Jesus.
17 withdrawals over 4 days. Same account. Yours.
Oh!
Makes it look like
That explains why in the marketing he's been arrested for the murder. So somebody framed him too. A lot of layers to this.
You do not talk to anyone until your dad's lawyers get here. You understand me?
At least he's on his side.
They could argue that Bruce was planning to cut you out of his will.
You mean you could argue that?
Your dad's law firm is refusing to represent you.
Damn.
Everyone thinks I did it.
Apparently it's a 6th century Athenian coin. Does it mean anything to you?
Court of Owls. They're the
Anything
ones
at
that
all?
did it.
No.
You know, your pops killed mine. A little history, though.
Oh, Joker's dead.
Papa
Okay.
J ditched me and my mom in Arkham for a size 2 get-out-of-jail-free card named Harley Quinn. What's the matter? What, you don't talk to the hired help?
He can hire you.
I did not pay you to kill my dad.
What, you're gonna say I pulled the trigger?
She didn't have to. Your prints are all over the damn gun.
Shit.
I hit the adoption.
I think he's wasting his phone call. I know he breaks out with the villain and the kids or whatever, but...
What, you haven't figured it out yet? We didn't kill your dad any more than you did.
5 minutes in a cell with you, and we knew you didn't have the brains to be the brains
Oh.
for your job.
Okay.
Murder is
How are they not noticing any of this? Mace? Yeah.
What's it gonna be about, Brett?
He's gonna break out.
And if you all don't back off, I'm gonna give him back the bullets.
They don't care if we're innocent.
He's in on it.
Oh.
They all are.
Okay. Hmm.
Just made my job a little easier.
I hope Daddy's proud of you.
Carrie Kelly?
From Trey.
Yeah.
To go. Now.
How did you know it wasn't us?
When you work with the world's greatest detective, you pick up a few things.
You knew my dad in a way I never will.
I knew him well enough to know that you were the thing he loved most in this world.
Look, unless we all want to be buried next to him, we might want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, be not such a dick. He's looking into who got into his account and did all that.
The engraving on the back's definitely gonna ding the street value.
Court of Owls.
It was on a coin my dad had.
It's the symbol of the Court of Owls. Beware the Court of Owls that watches all the time. They watch you in your head.
And And that was the series premiere of Gotham Knights. And I will have to say, I don't believe it is the dumpster fire, this terrible, terrible show that I have been believing it was leading up to the premiere here, in terms of just hearing everything about it, the characters involved, and the marketing and all that kind of stuff. But I also didn't really enjoy it too much. The only things I thought was interesting was some of the reveals in regards to, like, Joker. Of course, Duella is in the show, of course, Joker's daughter, and then having Harvey Dent in the mix, and then referencing Alfred and everything, and then the Court of Owl's involvement and all this kind of stuff. Of course, they're behind Bruce's death. But everything else, you know. But, like, look, I didn't come out of it, like, I'm not here to completely destroy and bash it, because there are a couple of things I think that are intriguing, but I'm not sitting here going, yeah, like, you know, it's not going to happen. So I actually have the Wikipedia pulled up here for the show, and I want to talk about some of the characters in it. We're going to go down the line in terms of the cast. In terms of the pilot itself, before we get to some of the characters that I want to talk about individually, I felt that the whole, like, framing of Bruce's death, it's questionable. Obviously, the Court of Owls is behind it, so I get that, but I'm questioning how they were able to pull it off, because we're talking about Batman, we're talking about Bruce fucking Wayne. I would think he would be always on guard, so how are they able to pull this off? Are we actually going to see a scene of Bruce being killed, and so we can exactly see what happened? Because I need to see it to believe it. I know Bruce is dead. I know the Court of Owls is behind it, and they framed Duella and I don't know. I'll figure out the names in a second. It just wasn't clicking in my head at the moment. But framing them for the murder, and then they took out $100,000, or I think that was the amount, from Turner's account. You know, the adopted son of Bruce. And so they framing him on top of all that, right? And then, of course, the cops were involved, because that main cop who got his head chopped off by a Talon, he was involved as well, because he was a part of the Court of Owls as well. But I need to see it. You know what I'm saying? I need to see it, because I need to see, okay, how did Bruce royally fuck up this whole situation to where he was able to get murdered? You know, because that should be really impossible, or nearly impossible to do, because it's fucking Bruce Wayne, it's Batman, you know what I'm saying? So, let's go down the line here and talk about some of these characters. So, we have Oscar Morgan as Turner Hayes. So, Turner Hayes, I think it's going to take some time for this character to grow on me. I do plan on continuing watching the show. I don't know about reacting to the show, but I do plan on continuing to watch the show. It's going to take some time for him to grow on me, because I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just didn't really click for me. I think the opening scene with him talking about his parents were killed, and then Bruce took him in, and he's asking, why me? Why did Bruce bring me in? Like, why did he adopt me? And then, of course, throughout the whole episode, you know, just things kind of unfolding as they do in terms of Bruce's death, and then being framed, and all that kind of stuff. And then him being told by the three of them, hey, we know you didn't hire us and all that. But, I don't know. We'll see. He found the Batcave pretty quickly with Stephanie. So, let's talk about Duella. I have said this a couple times before, that Duella, in the marketing, seeing pictures of, you know, the actress as the character, I have openly said that I don't believe that she is Joker's daughter. And when people hear that, they think, oh, I'm saying I think it's like a twist, like she's not actually Joker's daughter, she's somebody else's daughter. No, I mean, I just don't believe her. Like, it's kind of hard to explain that, because I just don't believe that this is Joker's daughter, because it just doesn't feel, I don't know. But after seeing her in this episode, as the alleged daughter, because she says, you know, she was, but who's to say, right? But she claims she is. I still don't kind of believe it. I don't know. It's nothing against the actress, who is Olivia Rose Keegan. I just don't, like, it's nothing against her, because she's been hired to play this part, blah, 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 but I just don't believe it, you know? I don't know. But hey, who knows? Maybe it'll grow over time. We have Robin, Carrie Kelly, and Navia Robinson. The explanation of how she became Robin, okay, she really didn't do much. Obviously, she took out those Court of Owl, or those bad cops, which was interesting. I wish she had a better outfit, because literally it's just black with the goggles or whatever. I feel like they could have done more with Robin. But the way they went about explaining how she became Robin, and it just feels like it wasn't exactly the same kind of dynamic as Batman and Robin, you know, constantly fighting and working together. So I understand it, but I kind of wish she had a better outfit. But we didn't see too much of her to get a better understanding. Well, of course, you know, she knew Bruce is Batman, so Turner, she's like, well, you knew my father the way that I didn't. So I felt like that. Okay, that's an interesting little moment. But yeah, so we have Harper Row, Bluebird. And then we also have Cullen Rowe in the mix as well, the two brother and sister, who were also in the mix as well with Duell and all that kind of stuff. They're okay. I wasn't really like going, oh, those are really cool characters. Like, yeah, you know, I feel like they're just a part of the mix because they're, you know, because I don't know about Cullen Rowe, but I know Harper Rowe is Bluebird from the comics, so they brought that character from the comics in the mix, and I believe Cullen Rowe is a brand new character, because I'm pretty sure, yeah. Cullen Rowe is a fictional character appearing in comics. Okay, so never mind. Cullen Rowe has appeared. Never mind. I thought Cullen Rowe was created for the show. But, I don't know. Stephanie Brown, I don't really think we're ever going to see her become spoiler or anything. But, I mean, she's definitely looking into all this. She better be careful, though. The Court of Owls are involved. I'm guessing at some point, Stephanie is going to be brought into the mix in terms of them, you know, trying to, because they're all going to try to figure this out of who actually did this. Now they know it's the Court of Owls, but how do they stop the Court of Owls? Like, how? If Batman couldn't fucking stop them, how are they supposed to? And then we have Harvey Dent, of course, Misha Collins. I think Misha did a pretty good job of playing Harvey, and he actually believed up to a point that Turner was not involved. Now, of course, with Turner breaking out, because he kind of had to at the moment, he had to make a choice. But I think Misha was good as Harvey. We'll see. So they actually have on here at Wikipedia David Miller as Bruce Wayne. So they actually do have the actor. I'm assuming, yeah, it's available because they had to shoot somebody as Bruce Wayne. But we didn't see hardly any of them. We saw like what I think the opening shot was him in his office. I believe that was, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Bruce Wayne with the coin, and then he was murdered, and then and that was it. So we also it's not actually listed on here, but I forget her name, but it was the woman who was playing essentially Alfred, but I think she's actually in the Court of Owls, because I think she was burning the last will and testament of Bruce Wayne in the fire, so it was Cree something, but she is kind of, even though now we know not to trust her, it seems, but Alfred was around at a point. Bruce had Alfred, you have me, Turner, and that's what she said, so... But I, can't trust her now. She burned the last will and testament, like, or maybe the burning. Oh no, it makes sense, because who's gonna take the last? Like, who's getting it? I don't know. I guess she gets to keep the house. I don't fucking know. Of course, Turner can at the moment till they figure this shit out. I just wasn't sure going in what was expected, because of course people were talking online saying that they were surprised and everything. But for me, it's like, it could be a lot worse. But it could be a whole lot better. I think the whole concept behind another show without Bruce Wayne in the mix, of course, they could talk about Batman, they could talk about Bruce Wayne, they can reference all this stuff, but it's like, but I get the TV rights for Bruce Wayne Batman is just all over the place. So it's just not feasible. They just can't do it. I would love a Batman TV show, like a live action Batman show, if they could actually pull it off. Maybe not for CW. At one point, maybe I thought, but So, I think I'll check out next week's episode. I don't believe I'll react to it. I may do a video talking about it, but I don't know. Who knows? But if you guys want me to continue covering the show in some sort of capacity, let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this first episode in terms of just how they set the whole story up and the Court of Owlsville. I will say I'm actually glad that they actually went the whole route. Okay, we're the Court of Owls right away. That opening shot, we see the fucking coin, and then revealing there's a Talon and it kills the cop. But Duella saying, yeah, I heard the stories, and talking about the Talon and the Court of Owls and shit. Like, we're already dead, right? So they already are, like, they didn't waste time, because I think they only have like 13 episodes, I believe, total for the season. But they didn't waste any time to get to, okay, this is, it is the Court of Owls. Like, they're the ones behind all of it. So we didn't have to wait until like the middle of the season. Because I bet if this was, say, 20 episodes, 23 episodes back when like Arrow season 1, Flash season 1, and the first couple seasons of those DC shows had like 22, 23 episodes per season. I bet you that they would have waited till like the episode 9, which would have been the mid-season finale, before they take the big break and then come back and do the rest of the back half of their show. That would have been the reveal of Court of Owls. They would have waited. They would have milked it. I don't know how they would have done it, but they would have milked it to make us wait. But so yeah, that's the video. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about the episode, the setup and everything, and the characters. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.